Good morning, everybody. This is Stephen Howson. This is Full Time Devils, and this is your MUFC Daily. How's everybody doing this morning? We've got some big names here for you this morning. Thomas Müller, one of the best players in world football, one of the most underrated players in world football, not currently getting a game at Bayern Munich. And Lothar Matthäus has come out and said he should possibly look to a move away because he's not getting any game time over there. That's led to all sorts of people just speculating. This one's pure speculation. And they're saying that Manchester United should have a look at Thomas Müller. Now, I would love to agree. I really would, because I think Thomas Müller's absolutely fantastic. But the reason that he's not getting games for Bayern Munich is because they play a 4-2-3-1 and they're playing an attacking midfielder behind Lewandowski, and there's no room for Müller. Well, guess what? We play 4-2-3-1 and we'd play an attacking midfielder behind Zlatan as well. And if we don't play 4-2-3-1, our best formation is actually a 4-3-3. So there'd be no room for Thomas Müller here either. And it would cost us an absolute arm and a leg. So I'm not seeing how Manchester United are going to pull this one off. I'm really not. And I don't think he's going to leave Bayern Munich either. So I'm just not digging this transfer whatsoever. So total speculation. Let's file that one in the never going to happen draw. The next one that we've got for you is Memphis Depay. Now, you remember that Mourinho said that no one will be leaving on loan apart from Sam Johnson, from the first team squad, that is. And what's happened there is Memphis, it looks like Everton would like him on loan. It looks like United don't want to send him on loan. It looks like we want to sell him completely. So it looks like if he's going to be going to Everton, it will be as a permanent deal and not as a loan. And this is what the Sun are saying. Well done, the Sun. He's come out and said no one else is going on loan except Sam Johnson. So where are you pulling this one from? Absolutely ludicrous. In the same article, the Sun also mentioned that Morgan Schneiderlin is likely to be going on a permanent deal, and he thinks that Goodison Park is a location that he's going to be ending up as well. I'm a bit gutted at both of these players, as I don't think they've really been given a chance by Jose Mourinho, but such is life. It's all going well at the moment for everybody else and all the ones that he's brought in, so I'm prepared to just see what happens with them two going to Everton. The final one that we've got is Çalhanoğlu has talked about Manchester United and Barcelona in a newspaper article, but it's reported by the Metro, which makes you want to uncup, doesn't it? So the Metro, I've done what the Metro do and say, oh, did he just say Manchester United? That means we can write an article. So Çalhanoğlu says that a transfer to United or Barcelona would be difficult to turn down. Now, do you think he really meant United itself and Barcelona itself, or is he talking about clubs of that sort of stature? Of course he's talking about clubs of that sort of stature. He's not got Barcelona on this phone and United on this phone and he's like, which one am I going to go to? It's not how it's going down. So he's just talking. But the Metro say, the headline that they go with, Çalhanoğlu says, United would be hard to turn down. It's not what he said, really, is it? I mean, it is what he said, but it's not what he said. They do my absolute head in. The Sun, the Metro, the lot of them. So out of all those this morning, the outs might happen, but none of the ins are going to happen, I don't think. So stick it in the comments. The one that we've not talked about, and we did talk about yesterday, I thought, was Paddy Evra. Now, I think that this might happen, but I also think that it might not happen. Paddy Evra supposedly told close friends that he wants to come back to Manchester United. Unfortunately for Paddy, it needs two to tango, doesn't it? So unless that we want him as well, then I think that do you know what? It's probably not going to happen. As much as I would love it, I would walk to Turin in flip-flops this morning to go pick him up, I think. Weigl to replace Carrick, says Caleb. I think Weigl's a very good option. He's just signed a new contract at Dortmund, so I think that would be very difficult to sort him out. Aduka says, Valencia is a beast this season, no doubt whatsoever, mate. AJ Thompson says, no more Metro in the Sun. I have to talk about it, mate. If they report it, I have to talk about it. It's simple as that. Imran says, get Evra back. I would love Evra back. Will Mourinho give youth a chance, says Akshay. Some of the youth players that I've spoken to actually do believe that there's not a bad chance that they'll get game time after the transfer window. So that suggests to me that there's going to be some players leaving. And I think it's the usual suspects. It might be the ones that we've already seen getting lined up to leave. Bastian Schweinsteiger could go. Fellaini could go. Schneiderlin, Memphis. All of those guys could go. So, someone wants a Dele Alli wave. There you go. Is Semedo still an option? Supposedly. Again, that's come from the Portuguese press, so you don't know, do you? Tielemans a hell of a footballer. Cruz would be a great replacement, in my opinion, says Kira. I really like Toni Kroos. I think Toni Kroos is an excellent option. Fosu Mensah, I'd love to see him get some game times. Saruba says, get Messi. I think you're already Messi, mate. Weigl is the only player that can replace Carrick. He's not going to be the only one. You might have to go for a slightly different role if you're not going to get the same role. Rojo or Blind at left back. Blind all day long. Wish me luck in my exams, 9:30 today. Owen, good luck. Aren't you going to... No, it's in an hour, isn't it? I thought it was 9:30 now. Verratti can replace Carrick. Verratti's not a bad shout either, but again, you got to look at all these other ones. Ishrak says, Ashley Young to replace Carrick. Any more of that talk, son, and we'll get you banned. Evra comes home, Shaw will need to go because he'd likely not chance for the first team. Paddy Evra is not able to play Premier League week in, week out at this stage of his career. If Evra came in, it would be to fill in as a rotation option and allow Shaw to come back to full fitness, I think. There's no way he's going to take his place. Will Tahi Chong get promoted? He's 16. He's a long time off yet, years off yet. How about Modric as Carrick's replacement? He's not that much younger, is he? And I think he's not as defensive. So there you go. Someone says, have I got Twitter? What? Where have you been? Everett is too old, says Eric. I disagree. He's not going to be a starter, but he's better than what we've currently got as the options at left back if Shaw's not available. Eric Dyer replacing Carrick. Eric Dyer's not a bad shout, but I don't think you're going to get anybody from Spurs without paying an absolute world. Tuanzebe can replace Carrick. Have you ever watched Carrick or Tuanzebe? What a ludicrous statement that is. Another one for Eric Dyer. Müller to replace Ibra. Muller's more of a number 10. Sean Goss says, Siazwan. I think Sean Goss has got potential, but he definitely needs a little bit of game time under his belt and some experience. And that's the one thing that you can't train. You've just got to go out and get the experience. Any news on Rooney? We don't have any news on Rooney at the moment, as well as there's a few people suggesting that he might go to China this month. I would be quite surprised if he did go China this month, to be honest. I wouldn't be so surprised if he went in the summer, but I would be surprised if he went in the January transfer window when he's a couple of goals off breaking a record. I think that's madness. Eric Dyer hates Herrera. I think Eric Dyer's scared of Herrera. Another one for Weigl. What time is it over there? It's 20 to 9ish. Bring Evra home, says Scrin. Would I rather keep Marshall or Depay? I'd rather keep Marshall. One player out of everyone I would go for. I'd go for Cruz or Bale. One of those two. Rooney stays in the starting 11. We can't say he stays in the starting 11 because he's not currently in the starting 11. I think he might play against Reading though this weekend. Do I reckon Matic could come? I don't think they're going to sell anyone to Mourinho's team, to be honest. A serious replacement for Carrick is Herrera. I think he's a good defensive midfielder, but can he replace Carrick completely? I'm not sure. Bring in Essien. Is it 2006? What are you talking about? Do I think we can beat the Scousers? I really do think we can beat them, and I do think beating the Scousers is going to be a massive thing for Manchester United. We can't look at Chelsea at the moment, or we shouldn't be looking at Chelsea at the moment. I think we've got to just look at the Arsenal game, and we've got to look at Liverpool. They're coming to us this next weekend, so we've got to look at that Liverpool game, and we've got to say, right, this is an opportunity to take points off Liverpool, which we love doing, and it's potentially going above Arsenal. If Arsenal slip up, we go above them. So, Arsenal slip up, we beat Liverpool, 2 birds, 1 stone next weekend. That I would be absolutely delighted with. But we can't look at Chelsea, we can't look at City or Spurs just yet. We have to just look at the team that's immediately in front of us. Fortunately for us, we get 2 teams in one go the way it works next weekend. Now, the likelihood is Arsenal aren't going to slip up. But we peg Liverpool back and we keep the pressure on everybody else in the top 4. Idrissa Gueye for Carrick. That's a great shout. A real good shout, that one. Bring back Paul Scholes. I might be getting a little bit carried away. Update on Lindelof. There was something by Sports Witness, actually, on Lindelof, which was quite interesting, is that They still think the transfer to United is going to happen, but they're delaying it because they think that Benfica need to pay about $8.5 million to Västerås, which is the team that he came from in Scandinavia, and they're trying to get Lindelof to re-sign a contract which takes out the clause that says how much they have to pay on, which is, it's a bit rum, isn't it? So it looks like the transfer is probably going to happen. It looks like it's going to rumble on because of this thing to do with Västerås. So we shall see. Rakitic is overrated. I would say no. I think he's a very good footballer. Arsenal going to start bottling it in May. Well, we need them to start bottling it earlier than that, mate. Score prediction for weekend. I think it'd probably be a fairly comfortable 2-1 win for United. I know 2-1 doesn't sound comfortable, but you can have a comfortable 2-1 win, can't you? Gay is really underrated. Yeah, he is a great footballer. Yeah. United fan needs to stop wanting Ronaldo to come back. I've not seen anybody mention Ronaldo before that, innit? Beckham to replace Mourinho. Are you being serious? Ross Barkley to replace Rooney. What, as just token Scouso? Is that what he's going to replace him as? Is Luke Shaw good enough? Yes, he's just got to allow him to recover from his injury. He's got a bad injury. He needs to get over it. Do I think Çalhanoğlu is overrated? Depends where you rate him. Mike Dean to replace Carrick. Wouldn't he love that? Is that Mike Dean actually that's commented that? Çalhanoğlu would be perfect. Well, he's not coming, so relax. Nainggolan for Carrick replacement. That's not a bad shout. I think there's a lot of decent players that could do this, in honesty. I think there's a lot. Sean Goss is the next Revel Morrison. How do you work that out? Is he a loon? I don't think he's a loon. We need Pepe. We don't need Pepe. Where's Wayne Rooney? Well, he's not in here with me. Is this going to be Carrick's last season? I actually don't think it will be. No, I think he's probably got another year left in the tank. I think he's proved that his win percentage this year is 87%, which is phenomenal. So I think that you're going to see another year out of Michael Carrick for definite. 50 million for James, good price. No. Griezmann, Carvalho for Carrick, and Carvalho, another decent player. There's probably a dozen players that could probably do the job that I'd be pretty happy with, to be honest. Would Evra start? I think while Luke Shaw's still finding his feet, I think Evra would start, absolutely. We need Lukaku, says Beckham. Don't know if we need him, but he's a player that I would like us to sign if we're not getting Griezmann, definitely. I think he's a wonderful footballer. Real big fan of Lukaku. I would kill for Kante. Well, you're not getting Kante now. He's just moved to Chelsea, are you? Strootman for Carrick. Strootman, I haven't seen enough of since post-injury. If he's gone back to full fitness, then happy days. But I would always worry about someone's knee when they've had the sort of problems that Strootman's had. Strootman's a hell of a footballer. What about Cameron Borthwick-Jackson? Again, that's another great shout. On loan at the moment at Wolves, getting absolutely mugged off by not playing, even though he's meant to play every single game for them. So I don't know what's going to happen there. And if I was United, I would definitely be thinking about calling him back because they're not treating him right. And I think that the way Cameron's been treated is stopping some of the other players going out on loan as well, because I think there's other players that could do with going out on loan. Riley, Goss, Tuanzebe, all of those players could do with loans to the end of the season. So who knows? The under-23's placed City on Monday. Maybe we'll see a couple go on loan maybe after that game. We'll have to see, won't we? What about Sanchez? The guy from Munich? He's not the same sort of player as Michael Carrick, is he? For starters, if that's what you're talking about. Aubameyang's a hell of a footballer. But are you just throwing names out like players you'd like to see at United? Ask me a question about them. John Joe Shelby for Carrick. I think it's far too early to be as drunk as you are, sir, this morning. Fosu Mensah on loan. No, none of the first team are going on loan if you listen to Mourinho. I think the score's going to be 4-0 at the weekend, someone said there. I didn't catch the name, sorry. Pereira for Carrick. Is that a serious comment? Varela. What? Please ask me a question, don't just write names. What do I think about Arda Turan? I think he's a decent footballer. I don't think he's someone that you could look as a potential replacement for Carrick though. What about a Pogba and Fosu Mensah partnership in 4-4-2? I don't think you're going to see a 4-4-2 under Jose Mourinho. Pogba on loan. Alright, it's descended into chaos a little bit, I think, hasn't it now? Sanchez, we should go. He's unhappy. Could be the next Van Persie. Oh, Arsenal's Sanchez. Sanchez is quality. Absolutely quality. I don't think United are in for him, though. But there you go. Seen someone say, is Angel Gomez ready for the first team? I don't think so. You got to test him in the 23s first. Sergio Biscuits. Alright. Alright, these comments are going far too fast for me at the moment. But yes, Manchester United play Reading on Saturday. Yapstam returns. Doing absolutely fantastic with Reading. I can't wait to see him come and line up. Quick roundup of the news that we've got this morning then. So Thomas Müller, Lothar Matthäus coming out and saying that Thomas Müller should look to move because he's not getting games at Bayern Munich. But the system that they play at Bayern Munich is pretty much similar to ours. So would he get games for us? Not if it's the same system, and not if it's 4-3-3, which we play more often. So I think that's a nonsense rumour. I don't think he's going anywhere. Memphis and Schneiderlin to Everton. Looks like it's going to be permanent deals. No shit, Captain Obvious is in the sun over there because Mourinho's already said that no first team players are going to be going out on loan. It will be permanent deals. So I think that's likely to rumble on, but I do see both of them going there, to be honest. And then Çalhanoğlu mentioned United and Barcelona in an interview, which meant that the Metro was like, let's start writing about that. So that'll do. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe to Full Time Devils if you've not already. Give this video a big fat thumbs up. We're back every single morning about 8:30ish, giving you the lowdown on all the transfers. So thank you for watching. We'll see you later.